I have to laugh. So what you're looking at right now is a clean desk. But if I was to zoom out, you'd be like, whoa. Um, you want me to zoom out? Ready? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you'll see it. Oh, you can't see it all. Let me see if I can move a little bit. So this, let me see if I can go way over here to the right. That's my desk, guys. Yeah, so what I've done is made it look better by zooming in. So you just tap the pages away like this. Oh, look, Dawn has a clean desk. Hey guys, it's Dawn with For Grace Creations. What are we doing today? Well, I noticed that some of you were like, yes, would you please do this on camera with this snowman neutral journal for, let's see if I have, yeah, it's in reach. For the How Do You Do Art Challenge, Natural November and Neutrals. And as well as some Just the Bits, you know, using up some scraps, some neutral scraps. So I decided to do some of this on camera. Some of it I am not. I have done some things off camera. For instance, do you remember we worked on this envelope here? And we just used a piece of sheet music to get two different envelopes stuck together. Well, I did this collaging off the camera, and I did it very plain so that it can be used as writing space. Now, I might come back and do a little something fun here. I don't know yet. This side, I simply glued scrap paper on. And then on this side, I did nothing. I did put a few things in the journal. I'll show you in a minute. Added some of the pockets we already made, that kind of a thing. But let me really quick show you an idea that I had, and I thought I'm going to bring you along. In case you have two envelopes that you can glue together with a piece of sheet music, a piece of scrap paper, whatever you've got, and then you're like, what do I do? Well, I have a couple of ideas. I'm going to stick with neutrals. I'm going to use antique linen, frayed burlap, and I'm going to come over here and grab out of the pile of mess one of these little makeup brush things. My Dollar Tree used to have them. Guys, it doesn't anymore. But I did look, and they are on Amazon decently priced. So we're going to need that. And then stencil. Doesn't matter what you've got. We could use just regular circles, and we could do it and make it look like snowflakes. Or maybe you have stencils that are Christmas. I only have 3. I think that says Merry Christmas. That's kind of a plaid looking. And then, you know, the Christmas trees. I was kind of thinking maybe we could use something like that. Maybe, let's use the Christmas trees. So I'm going to take it off this little ring here. And these were a gift a while back. All I know is it's Tim Holtz and Stampers Anonymous. And they are, how big are they? They're 6 inches tall, and they are, let's see, 3 inches wide. So tag shape. And what I thought we could do is maybe come in with antique linen and get some ink on there and just maybe go like this. And we're just getting some fun in the background. It saves time from doing all that, because this took a little while. I got glue everywhere. Now, let's see. It didn't come out antique linen because, let's be real, I cross-pollinated. I actually had used it with frayed burlap somewhere else. So let's try again and see if we can get a lighter color over here. I don't know how well it'll work. Well, anyway, it's cute. I was going to do this and then this, but I think these are dark enough. So after doing that, my thought was, do you have any coffee filters? Okay, this here, I made coffee a while back in my coffee pot. And then when I was done, I dumped the grounds out and I laid this out in sunshine. Obviously, this was in the summer. Let it dry. And when it was dry, I brushed all the grounds off really, really well. And look, we have a fun coffee filter. Now, if you don't drink coffee, you could get some instant coffee and some coffee filters and just, you know, I've got some instant coffee and water right here in the spray bottle, and you could just spray it, let it dry, and then we can use this. Watch this, guys. I have one that looks like this. Okay, what I've done, I folded this up a little bit and I creased it. And then you fold in the sides. What I did was I made sure, I started this off camera. I thought, oh, Dawn, show everybody. I made sure it was not wider than what I was working with. And I thought we could just add a pocket right here. And how cute would that be? So we'll just grab some glue. And what we will do is we'll go ahead and get glue right here and right here. And just press that down. Okay. Hey, are you going to stay? Stay. Stay. Okay, and then we're going to do this side. And just glue like this. No perfection needed. No measuring needed. Just oh, I've got a dog in my room here snoring. That's so funny. She's laying on the bed. Oh, I do have another one outside. I may hear her bark. This needs more glue. I may hear her bark and I might have to stop recording to go let her in. It's cold outside today and she is a short-haired dog, but she loves to go outside and run, you guys. So, yeah, she may bark like, help, let me in, I'm cold. Now look we have the cutest little pocket. And then what we do is we just get some glue on the back. I'm going to go ahead and glue the whole thing down. You could leave the top with no glue and have a second pocket. There we go. Anyway, if you hear snorting, that's the dog. It's not me. We're just going to place that on there. And I'm not straightening anything out. I like the wrinkles. If you like it, prefer it straight, just go ahead and grab an iron on low or medium and give your coffee filter a good ironing before using it. You know, when it's like this, just give it a good pressing. And now, voila, we have a little pocket. How cute is that? And we could go further and put a little decoration on here. I might. What else could we do? Well, I do know that we, need to make something for inside of here. And then I need to make something that goes down in this pocket, a tall tag. And then on this side is very plain, but I wanted it as writing space, so I'm keeping it plain. I might do a little decorating, but let's set this aside. Now, before we do set it aside, hold on. Let me show you what I've done. I gotta grab my pile. Okay, I have it sideways because this was supposed to go in here like this, and then this. So, I trimmed down this page. Remember, we put these two together. I trimmed it down here and here so that I can actually see the words, right? And then what I did was I folded it over a little bit so we've got a teeny tiny tuck there. And I just glued the edges, okay? And so we've got that. And I did put the pages together. Are they going to stay this way? I don't know. And then I glued this pocket down and I just did a little collaging. It does need a tag for up in there. But I used a little gesso here so it's more writing space. And then, remember we made this pocket with this little belly band and our tag? I glued it down. And then I just created two tags to go in that pocket. And then, let's see. Oh, and then I took 2 more pieces of paper that were Christmassy, neutral, and cute. I used book page to glue them together. Let me show you. See? I just put a piece of book page here and one here. Yeah. Little Christmas poems. And I thought they were adorable. And they're neutrals. Okay, so that goes in there. And then, I know that's not neutral. It's okay. And then we have that. So far, that is what we have. Now, I have another idea. I came across this. It's open your presents at Christmas time, but be thankful year-round for the gifts you receive. Christmas is not as much about opening our presents as opening our hearts. It's just a lot of fun little sayings. Remember this December, that love weighs more than gold. Isn't that cute? So then I thought, oh, that's too wide to use in here. But aha, if we just fold it over a little bit, and then we come and we ink around the edges, here is what we can do. We can open to a page. How about this one? Because it's blank. I hear the dog barking, and that's blank. Okay, put where you fold it over the edge. Okay, I don't know if you want it down here, up here, wherever you want it, but I think, you know what? I think I'm going to do up here. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out. I'm going to place this sideways so I remember where this page goes. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, this flap here, I'm going to glue it down. That way, this is now a flip out page. But I kind of want to do something to this before we glue it down. And I'm honestly thinking maybe we use this Merry Christmas here. And why not grab, well, let's try antique linen again. I don't know. Maybe eventually the dark will come off. And let's, ooh, I have a better idea. Hold on. Let's actually grab this and we'll go just sporadically all over this page. Nothing perfect, okay? Maybe even we'll go sideways. Maybe we'll do a little sideways up on this side. We may as well finish down over on this other side. You know, why not? Just, you know, creates a little interest on the page. And then we'll go ahead and shut that. Then maybe we'll come in. Maybe we could take a darker one and do the Merry Christmas. Let's try that. Frayed burlap. Here we come. Yep. Cross-pollinating again. So if this is up here, maybe what I'll do is slide this up right about there. See if we can make it straight and centered. And then hold it down and create something darker. And you could do this with any stencil. You do not have to have the same stencils I have. You could even just use, you know, diamonds or circles or anything you've got, literally. I don't recommend hearts because, you know, hearts and Christmas. I don't know, maybe. Okay. And then I want to make sure I glue it so that just the word Christmas shows. Do you see that? Oh my gosh. I know you see the glare. There we go. See that word Christmas? Isn't that cool? So what we'll do is we'll attempt to hold that down. We'll come over here and let's grab some glue. Oh, we could make this a tuck. Yeah, let's do that. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and glue. I got to grab a hold of that. glue this whole side down and up the edge and corner. And then just this little center part is a little tuck spot. Let's hope that I didn't move it too much on the other side. That would suck. Oh, we got it. Yay! Make sure it opens. Make sure it's getting glued down really well. There we go. And more writing space, and it's a flip out. Yeah. Now, I do think I want to put like a little something on here. What if we grabbed some neutral, hold on, I've got my scraps here. I thought I had neutral lace. I do. Okay. What if we grab a little bit of neutral lace and just put it at the top so it hangs out a little bit? Or, shoot, we could flop it over. You know what? I just made a decision. Okay, let me put my lid on. Let's grab some Fabri-Tac. And let's take this. Oh, we want to kind of measure how long. Okay, let's take this and go ahead right at the top. Do a line of glue, and then we'll put this right there. And so I don't get my hands gluey, I'll try it like this. There we go. And then we can run glue at the top right here. Put the lid on the glue, get that done. Fold this over, but not the whole way. That way it sticks up a little bit to hopefully show it is like a page tab flip thing. You know, grab me and pull. Well, after I'm glued down. Oh, no. Okay. Well, it is making it clear. Oh, shucks. The other side didn't stay. So, get smarter than the glue. Come in here with a staple. 1, 2, 3. Now that will stay down. Ha, ha, ha. We don't really want to thoroughly close it because it'll glue shut. And then, is that all we want? Or do we want something else? I do have this coffee filter that I used down the sewing machine and made a little ruffle. No, that's too big. I'm just digging through my scraps. You know what? I'll show you. I'm digging through my scraps here, trying to see what we could come up with. I don't really see a... Oh, what's this? Hold on. Hold it. Look at that. That could go right there. We would just need to cut off a little bit on the end. So, let's cut it right about here and see if that works. Open it up. Oh, maybe we twist it in the middle. Like that. Yeah. Do I have a bow? I don't. I don't have a neutral bow, I should say. I've got red. Okay, and then we're going to put glue here and glue here. And then, uh-oh, stay. And we're going to hope that that stays. We'll hold it for a minute as we put the lid on our glue on the side here. Is it going to stay? Yep, and then, uh-oh. Okay, folks, we have a glue problem. don't want stuff to stick and get ruined. All right, let's try this again. I'm going to now grab this. And, oh yeah, I have these little tags that I just dipped in my leftover coffee one morning. Let's go ahead and, do I have a stamp that maybe we could use? I'm looking over here on the side at my stamps. I have a few little Christmas stamps, but I don't, oh, I do. Okay, let's pull this out. This looks small enough, don't know what it is. Oh, it says order number. Well, that's okay. We won't put it back. All right, let's get some, should we get black ink? Let's get black ink. Oh, maybe I should have a stamping block. Do I have one nearby? I do, okay. Let's dip this in the black and then move to the side. On the, come on now, stay. My hands have glue. Order number. Okay, we've got that. Let me see if I've got a 2 and a 5. Let's see. Oh, I found a 2 and a 5 if I can grab them. Hopefully they're not too big. Let's see. There we go. They are big, but that's all right. We'll dip it in the black. Why don't we just turn it sideways? No? Okay. Let's see if we can get it in the middle. Kind of, yeah. That kind of worked. Let's get this stuff out of the way. And then make sure that's not sticking. Okay. And then we could glue that to there, and that's going to be hanging off the top. Yep, yep. Oh, actually, you know what I want to do? I want to staple it. I like the look of staples now and then. So, there we are. And it kind of, 3D sticks out. There we go. Okay, and then, do we want to do anything here or leave it? I do have a scrap left over from this. We could glue that down. Just tear it here. And tear it here. And then we can grab our glue and just get glue at least on all the edges and a little in the middle. And that will hide the staples. Just in case you don't like staples showing, I want to show you options. Those just the bits, all of our scraps we end up with. Save them. Save them, save them. Okay. Now I kind of feel like that needs a sentiment. We have, see, I go in 3s usually. This fabric is, or the lace is 1. That's 2. Now I feel like it needs a 3. Oh my gosh, Dawn. I have a pile of things here. That's a scrap. Okay, what do we have? Snow and ice. No. What is that? How they rode down the hill. We could put that there. Why not? Let's just give it a trim right about there. Hopefully I can go straight. Yeah, I just want to take some of the edges off so that it's not, I'm not cutting right at the black line. Do you see? I'm leaving a little space. Okay, we've got that. Come in with our glue. Glue the edges. I just heard the dog bark again. She's being patient. The sun is shining. She could find a warm... Whoa, Dawn, that's upside down. She could find a warm, sunny place to lay down for a few minutes. There is a dog bed out on the back porch as well. In the sunshine, mind you. There we go. And now we have a little flip-out page. Let's put the lid on our glue. I really hope that I'm inspiring you somehow to grab your scraps and just start playing. You know, let the ideas flow. All right, so that goes in there. All right, so now, now we have, that flips out. And we've got this middle piece. I am thinking I want some sort of a bag. Oh, you know what? I think I remember. I have this in my scraps of things, and I noticed it is actually a bag. Let's see. That's in the middle. It would be fun to have that in here. But where? Let's start back at the beginning. And let's see, that shows, okay. That shows, I want to show different layers. And I know I don't have a journal cover yet. I don't even know if I'm going to do one or if this is going to be a tall layered journal. Haven't decided. You know, this page kind of is boring. We could do it right here. It even fits. Yeah, so I think to show it's a pocket, I think I might need to grab this, I think it's 2.5 inch, and go ahead and chop that off. Now we have another neutral scrap. Okay. Oh, we need to glue that down in there, don't we? So it doesn't come off, or, you know, so it's not in the way. Let's just peek in there. Oh my. And give it some glue. Did I get it? I think I got it. And we'll press that down. Reinforce that opening where someone will take a tag or something, whatever I decide to put in it, in and out. Okay. And then I do, oh, you know what? This bag here, we could use this as a pocket here. I'm just trying to think. We'll go ahead and we'll glue this like that. Hold it down. I know the trees are now going to be upside down, but I think we can work with that. And then there is that funny hole you can see. Let's do something neutral in that. I'm going to look in my scrap lace. Let's see if I've got anything that will go. Oh, you know what? Aha! Scrap Sari Silk. Hang on. I bet I have neutral in this scrap bag here. I do. Let's just grab a little bit of that. And what I was thinking is maybe we could go like this and like that. And then, where's my stapler? Here it is. And just staple that. Okay. Now, I know you don't like the look of the staple. Okay. Well, what if we get some of this gold washi tape? And what if we just take a piece of that? Oh, no, no, no. Don't lose the edge. I'm going to fold that over. And then glue on the back. And we'll just cover that staple up. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. All right, and this bag will go on here like that. So I was going to use the back as a pocket as well, but let's not. Let's glue the whole thing down. It'll just make it sturdier. Come on. Okay, that should hold it. There we go. Give it a good squish squash. Let that glue take a hold. Yeah, really squash it. Okay. Get this lid back on the glue. Now, I'm sure you're seeing that I added a page tab here. It's just a scrap from my Just the Bits bin of fabric, and then a piece of lace, a scrap of lace, and I just sewed it a little ways in. And then when it's open, let me see if I can find one. I thought I had another one sitting here. Hold on. Let's go in the drawer. Here's one. Okay. So it is, see, you put glue on the inside here, and this goes on one side of the page, and this goes on the back side, and it sticks out, and it leaves a little ridge there that sticks out just to look cute, and then you can actually add things to it. I'll show you what I mean here in just a second. Obviously, we need to create a tag for in there. I saw in this bin a snowman that could be used, yeah, as a tag. He needs reinforced, obviously, but he could go in there. We'll have to work with him. And then, I don't know, will this is just a coffee dyed index card. No, it's too wide, but what if we just came in and made it not as wide, like so. Now we have another scrap to use, and then we can kind of fold it over and match the edges. Cut that off, and now we have tag shape that I think that had brown on it. We'll just give a little brown there. Okay, and that'll fit down in there. And maybe we might have to make something else to go in there. I don't know. But for now, that just shows me I need to deal with that pocket. Okay, let's see about, actually gluing this on somewhere so I can kind of show you how this works. This has moved. There we go. Where do we want it? Not here. We could do it here. Like maybe down here or in the mid. Oh, decisions. I'm thinking one in the middle. What's on this page? No, that'd be too much on that page. This page is kind of simple. We could do it right there. Let's see. There's nothing on the back yet. And we could glue it right about there. Let's do that. Now, you can use Elmer School Glue. You could use, basically, I'll just say this. You can use whatever glue you want. I have found that this right here, I can even use art glitter glue. It just stays. Once you let it dry, it will stay. Okay, that is down. And now, what we can do, I have some pre-made somewhere, things on bulb pins, but I don't know if I have any that are neutrals. I'm digging. Hang on. Because this is a neutral journal, right? Ugh. Oh, well, hold on. We did just recently make these. That's got yellow. We don't want any yellow. There's a flower. It's got red, though. Green. Did I not do... That's pink. Did I not do one that's fully... Oh, there's one. No color. It's neutral. Okay. So we'll grab that real quick. And then I'm going to grab a bulb pin. We could even use a safety pin. And we'll grab this bulb pin. And why don't we come in here, see what do I have that we could add. We could, no, we could hang that weird little thing. I'll show you what it is in just a second. Oh, look, there's these little tickets. Let's grab one of those. Hopefully that's not a sticker. No, it's not. And what else is in here? Apparently, that's going to be it. And what we can do is, let's see, this little tiny admit one, we'll just poke a hole through that. And, oh, wait, first, I want this little thing if I can pick it up. Oh my, it went under my mat. No. No! Let's use this to get it. Oh, you guys, this is crazy. Come out wherever you are. I got it, yay! All right, so we're gonna put this little thing on here. I don't know what it is. Typically, when I put them on something, I put a brad through it, and it moves, but whatever. We're doing this. And go through that, admit one, and then we'll, what side, butterfly? No, 785. We'll just connect this here, and, oh, you know what we could do even? We could take this off the ring. Watch this. And then we have the ring for something else. We could come through just like that, and then we go through this and attach that pin. And look, we have a dangle. Come on now. I say we have a dangle that will hang off the side. Depending on how you pin it, will depend on how it hangs. So you just, you know, finagle it till it's where you want it. So what do we have so far? We've got a journal that is slowly coming together. Yep. Oh, there you go. Yep. So I'm going to do a little bit of work off camera, and then I will come back and show you more things as I get more ideas. Like, if you don't want too bulky, okay, what you can do, let's take this kind of boring page here, and I'll give you an example. I have some neutral washi tape. I don't have a lot of washi tape, but I do have a couple neutrals. Surprise, surprise. And we could just put that there for interest. We could put it across the top for interest. We could do lines for interest. We could do over here. Let's do that. So I'm going to just cut it right there. I'm going to come in with my glue, and I'm going to start at the top here and attempt to glue a straight line. Am I going to get a straight line? I don't know. We're just going to try. Okay, and then come in with this like that. And we'll give it a good press. Like that. And then you come to the edges because, you know, it was a little too long. And then cut the edges off like so. And you've got just a little bit of interest for your page. Anyway, and then it's up to you if you want to throw these itty bitty pieces away or maybe use them in a collage later. I'm going to throw those away. All right, guys, God bless you. And I hope this helped with a little bit of inspiration. I'm going to go let the dog in and get something to drink now. But I want you all to know that I really, really appreciate you being here. My friends, my girls, and my guys. There are some guys here, and I do want to say thank you for hanging out. I will see you tomorrow or maybe the next day. I'm not sure yet if we'll take a break tomorrow or not. Bye, guys.